But that it just clicked all of a sudden, and I just yelled. I'm like, man, shut the. What the hell are you talking to me?
All right, y'all. So this week, I hit a little bit over 80 miles. I think it was 82 miles. I put the mileage up here. And now that I'm over the 80 threshold, I think I'm going to try to maintain it there. Like I said before, try to stay somewhere between the 80 and the 100 mile range. What else? I've reduced the pace a little bit. I decided that since I'm base building, and right now I really just focus on maintaining mileage, that I'm not going to put as much thought into, running like tempos or any kind of up-tempo pace, just sort of keeping it steady. So I've been staying between 7:30 and 8:30 for the most part. Again, not really putting a lot of effort on pace. Once again, 100% of my mileage has been on a treadmill. I still have been getting outside, but just not running. So all running has been on the treadmill, because even though they opened up the state, they're still suggesting that if you're going out to wear a face mask, and obviously it would be difficult to run for that long with a face mask on, or otherwise I have to go out there without a face mask. And even if I'm running in isolated areas, I'd rather set a positive example by following guidance from the medical staff. So again, for those reasons, I'm still staying on the treadmill. Since the city opened up at the beginning of May, my guess is that somewhere in that 2 to 3 week time frame, we're going to be able to see the impact of this, and we'll be able to figure out if there's a spike in contracted cases and or deaths from COVID-19, and then that'll help shape my decision. So I know probably at least for the month of May, I'm going to keep it indoors when it comes to running. And when we go outside now, again, it's just still all inside the subdivision. I'm still restricting my contact to only the people that I live inside the house with. There's other people that walk around in my neighborhood as well, but we all pretty much keep a solid distance from each other, certainly far more than 6 feet of distance. Also this week, I decided I was going to try to start seeing what other people were doing and what measures they were taking. So had like a little quick brief Real Runners of Atlanta reunion by having a quick conversation with Omari and Roy. I couldn't figure out how to get all three of us to show on the screen and to record my iPhone. Had some technology glitches, so I ended up calling them on my computer and then recording my computer screen with the phone. So I'll let y'all see a little bit of that conversation.
All right, fellas. So what y'all been up to, man?
Just trying to stay active and find times to get out and about, run. Most of mine has been late night running, just because I have not been able to get myself up to do these early morning runs yet. Once I get myself on that, I think it's gonna be better, because then I got the rest of the day ahead of me, and anything else after that is just a bonus.
But, when you say late night, how late?
Like 9-10 o'clock at night.
Okay.
Yeah. So I go out, and which is cool. I mean, it's one thing like when you're out running and you see other people running during the day. Like I see all those people do that all day, and like, man, I wish I could be out there. Even today, I was supposed to get out there. This is like work just gets away from you, and before you know, it's like 1 o'clock. You haven't even eaten lunch, and now you got to stop and do that. It's like I just never get a chance to go during the day, so I got to start figuring out a way to do it in the morning, because then at night, like, it takes away from the nightlife, spending time with the wife, and not to mention I can't run very long if, it's too late already. Don't want to be getting back to the house late, so that's been my challenge, but still trying to stay active and do 3 or more days a week running.
Roy, what you been doing?
I've also been trying to stay active, been running, haven't ran in 4 days now because of that injury I felt. I got tired of the injury that I'm feeling right now, and I got a doctor appointment tomorrow. Hopefully they can refer me to someone who can get to me quick and diagnose what's going on with my leg, actually, because I just don't want to get back into the mode that I've been doing for like the last 2 years or so, every time I get this pain, I just start popping ibuprofen, actually, just to die down the pain, because it can be so excruciating at some times. But I was like, when it happened last week, I was like, I'm not going to do it this year, because I tried to rest for 4 months last year. It was actually 12 weeks. I actually did not run. And to start back up running again, finally, and to feel that pain again, I was like, I can't do it. I got to figure out what's going on. I got to find out if it's just something for it's like stretching or weight training I need to do extra, or it's just some kind of surgery or something I need to do. But other than that, I mean, I've been trying to respect people for distance wise, but of course, I got into it with one person. But that was in the beginning. That was, to be honest, it's like I thought. Well, it was so shocking to me because I thought he was being so nice. I thought he was being polite when I was trying to go into this restaurant. But he was blocking the entranceway that I saw that I was supposed to go into the restaurant. But there was like 4 doors, window doors on the restaurant. And I was like, man, those doors look like they're closed, like you can't go through them. But he kept, every time I went towards his car, he was like, stop, no, don't come this way. He said, go around.
He was loud like that?
Yeah, he was loud. But I thought he was just trying to tell me this is the wrong way to go. Mm-hmm. And then I noticed what he was saying was like, don't get close to me. When he told me, he's like, I'll go around the bush and then come, on the walkway. And I noticed, I'm like, okay, fool, you're parked in a spot where you shouldn't be parked, where you're blocking traffic from coming in and out of the driveway. He should have been parked in the back of the restaurant to have the owner or whoever, waitress, bring him his food. But that it just clicked all of a sudden, and I just yelled, I'm like, man, shut the fuck up. What the hell are you talking to me? And he was like, dude. And I went to walk by his car because that's the only way I could get other than walking behind a bush like he was telling me to. But I walked by his car and he was like, dude, 6 feet. And I was like, man, if you don't shut up talking to me, I just walked on, and like Shayna was on the other end. She was getting all riled up, like, what's going on? What's going on? I need to be there. I'm on my way.
Shayna was about to come run down on him.
I was like, oh man, that made me so heated.
Yeah.
Something's gonna happen.
Everybody's got varying sensitivities to it. Now, obviously, there's the 6 feet distance and things like that, and I respect that. I know early on, it took me a little bit to like get my mind around it, because like shortly after it happened, I think it was mostly in China at that point, and I had attended a trade show here in Atlanta. And I went and I was, still trying to shake people's hands. Like I was like, oh shoot, like, this whole thing, like now I'm not shaking hands, like elbow tapping and stuff like that. So that was kind of hard to get used to. And then when I started, like, I don't have a treadmill, so I'm on my running about 5. So I would be running, like I did a long run way down the street. And I was coming up the sidewalk and there was this lady who was walking too. She stopped, must have been 25 feet ahead of me, and like stepped over into like the bushes until I passed. And I'm like, I think you're being, to myself, I'm like, I think you're being a little sensitive about this. Like, but then it's like, I think about it, all right, well, I'm running, so my breathing is escalated. So I'm going to be breathing harder. I'm clearly sweating right now. So it's like, okay, I can kind of understand her being a little sensitive, obviously she didn't know me, but I wouldn't like breathe in her direction. But the fact that it could still stay in the air, for 3 to 4 minutes, is like, okay, that does make sense.
I noticed Saturday was with my kids, and we were just riding to go pick up something to eat. But the amount of people that were out, like, y'all both should be familiar with that intersection where East-West Connect crosses over South Cobb.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right,
Exactly
right there, for some reason, at all 4 corners, there were people standing on the corners. I was like, this is weird.
That's part of the walking trail. That's part of Silver Comet. It extends.
Yeah, I know it's part on one side. It's part of the Silver Comet, but I'm saying all four corners
Where's the
of
Krispy
that highway.
Kreme on the other side?
Yeah, but yeah, that's another thing.
You see how excited Amari got when he said Krispy Kreme?
Yeah, the Krispy
Boy almost
Kreme.
lost his mind. He sat up straight. His posture improved. He showed about 4 extra teeth I didn't know he had. That Krispy Kreme on the other side.
People had their little blankets out over there by the Krispy Kreme in the grass area.
Oh wow.
People had their little blankets out, like just sitting chilling. I was like, people have lost their mind about staying inside the house now.
All right, man, but let me not hold y'all. I need to get back to work. Just wanted to check in with y'all. I'm going to put this on my weekly show. I'm going to come up with a new segment. I think I'm going to call it the Quarantine Check-In. And it's just a quick little drop-in on folks.
All right, cool.
All right, man.
Take care, fellas.
All right, y'all be easy.
All right.
All right, and outside of that, just keeping everything the same. Still trying to stay active, still trying to keep a consistent routine with the way I'm going forward with my day. I think in the next few weeks, I wanted to start to break down some of like my training strategy and how I go about training, but it's better to do that if I'm actually going through that process. And right now, because I'm just base building, there's not really much I can tell you about like the type of workouts that I would typically do in preparation for a race. The only race that I have on my schedule now, like I said last week, the Peachtree Road race got postponed. So the next race technically on my calendar is Boston. Again, I have no inside information on that, but my just personal opinion is that that's unlikely. That I just still feel like that race is either not going to happen or it's going to happen in some sort of limited scope, like maybe elite athletes only or something like that. Basically in a way that's going to preclude me from being able to participate in it, but we'll see. So once I get back to actually training, then I'll start putting in some information on how I go about training and how to get myself race ready. So other than that, everything else is the same, and I'll give you another quick update next week.